I am doing a talk tomorrow. I say giving a talk tomorrow here in Eastbourne called Staying in the Step. And I was reflecting, because I'm never exactly sure what's going to come out. I make a plan, an idea, but I'm never completely sure. But I thought I'd give a little taster today of the idea that to stay in the step, to be absolutely here and now, to be absolutely in the step we're in, allows the next one to take care of itself. It allows us to create more consciously from the energy within us and to be more aware that our thoughts, they have energy, our words have energy, our emotions have energy, we have physical energy of being in the step we're in as an incarnation in a body. So really, to consciously create the future, we need to recognise that there isn't a future and there isn't a past, that we just have now. And in the now, in the absolute here and now, we have the capacity to heal the past and create a completely different future. Generally, we're creating our future based on a lot of programs, a lot of patterns, a lot of history. Whereas when we become more aware of our every thought, a lot of the time the thought's just doing its own thing. The mind's just running off on an old tape and an old program. Whereas when we get absolutely conscious that our every thought has energy, and that every feeling has energy, and that if we have the combination of our energy body, our physical body, our mental body, all in alignment, then we are able to absolutely create anything. In fact, we are creating anything. We're creating everything, cannot not create. We're, by our very nature, we're part of consciousness, and we are consciousness, we're not part of it. We are consciousness, having our own expression, consciousness experiencing itself. So we're creating anyway in every single moment. But if we become more aware of our source energy, our consciousness, we can consciously create. And I first became fully aware of this probably when I was 15 years old. I'm an athlete, have always been a runner, and I read Jonathan Livingston's Seagull. And I was struck by the book. I was struck by Jonathan rose above his patterns and programs of gulls scrapping around for food, and instead he soared into his own expression. And I was struck particularly by the phrase or the sentence, paragraph, that's so struck by this particular paragraph that I read it out in my first assembly at Sixth Form College. We had to, I was called Julia Armstrong then, so the A's had to do the first assembly and I volunteered. And I read this passage out to these 800 students, and it goes like this: your whole body, from wingtip to wingtip if you're a seagull, but your whole body, from wingtip to wingtip, is nothing more than thought itself in a form you can see. Break the chains of your thought and you break the chains of your body too. And so I, as an athlete, was aware that I could create my performances, I could soar, I could achieve whatever I dreamed. And I was able to be very conscious of what I thought, what I said. But the bit I learned even more deeply as the years have gone by is it's actually the feeling too. It's the energy body. We need to really be aware of that deeper level, because even though I was super aware that what I thought, what I said, my actions, my training program allowed me to achieve very high standard in running, there was a place where I had to investigate the place of wounding, of pain, where I'd internalized why me, should do better, could do better, not good enough, not lovable enough, all of those things that are very human. And I recognized that I needed to work on those aspects to align the feeling with the thoughts, with the words. And that essentially is what we need to do. We can create anything. We are creating anything. Everything's coming from our subconscious. Everything that is happening now has come from our past, which has just happened. But there is no past and there is no future, there's now. And in the now, it is that recognition that the more we are still, the more we are present, the more we're in the step, the more we then become conscious to be aware that every single breath, every single word, every single thought is a creation. And therefore we can clear the places of where thought pulls us down, where a feeling pulls us back into an old pattern of defeat, and instead clear that and come back to presence and come back to being aware of the energy of every thought, being aware of the energy of every feeling within our body, with every word we utter, and essentially become responsible for creating our own future, but recognizing that in that we also can heal our past and enjoy the present moment. And tomorrow I'll be talking about it at length at my event, and I'm holding events all over the place, all over the country, and I've got a website, Silence is Freedom, same name as this channel, and it would be lovely for you to come along. So thank you.